Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video by me. My name is LlyfrAnnoddach. I also go by Lemon or Here, and today I will be drawing more shiny Pokemon that I catch into humans or gijinka. Please pardon my pronunciation of the name that I gave this Pokemon. Obviously, because I'm playing a video game, it is written out more than I actually have to say it. But I call a shiny Frostlass. I love Frostlass so much. I know everyone dogs on the shiny, but it's so pretty. I don't care. I named it Pitan, and that is apparently, according to Google, please never trust my source on any of these things, the Mandarin for the Chinese century egg. And the reason is because she took me forever to get. She just took so long. It was actually insane. I could not believe how long it took for Pidan to come home. I was, as always, hunting in Legends EA. It was Wild Zone, oh my god, I believe 12, possibly a different one, the snowy one. And you can't catch Frostlass in the game on its own, so you have to get the Snow Runt, and obviously I wanted that one to be shiny. And if you're a veteran Pokemon player, you might know that Frostlass can only evolve from a Snorunt if it's female. And which, to be fair, the gender ratio for Snorunt is about 50-50, so that is not the worst odds you can get. With the Gardevoir and Gallade, the male is 25% as opposed to 50-50. And with the starters, oh my god, the starters are I think it's, oh god, 1 in 8 for a female. I think, I don't remember off the top of my head. And so yeah, I had to hunt for a female shiny Snorunt. Surely this is no big deal. Surely this will be fine. That 6 Snorunt spawn within bench resetting distance of Wild Zone 12. Surely this is gonna be fine. It was not fine. It took ages. To be fair, it's not an insane hunt. You can, in the older games, oh my god, hunting would literally take years. But considering how fast I got some other Pokemon, I wasn't thrilled. Probably my longest hunt in Legends EA is my shiny Esper, which I got in Zone 3. And I think part of why that one took so long was I think I was doing it wrong at first. To be fair, the game has only been out for 2 months, and Esper was one of the first Pokemon I wanted. So at the time, we didn't know everything about the dynamics of shiny hunting, the 50 meters, and because we was a sort of community at the time, we thought it was just 50 meters, but actually 50 meters to despawn, 30 to spawn in. So if you walk away and then come back, the Pokemon doesn't spawn back in until 30 meters or something like that. It's mostly relevant with elevation. So for example, the reason I learned this was because the Mawile in Zone 9, I think, off the top of my head. No, Zone 7, I think. I don't know. One of the Mawiles. That's a really popular hunt to do by going up and down ladders, but it turns out you have to get up to a certain distance, but if you pin where the Mawile's spawning, the Pokemon technically is still spawning. And people were like, oh, it's lower than 50 meters, it'll still be spawning. Apparently it does not. It only spawns within I think 35 meters, I think, if off the top of my head. I don't know. I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I just see what people put on YouTube and TikTok and Reddit, and all these other sites, and I just sort of hope and pray. Again, please don't take my like, I just talk. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I just yap. That's my job. That's not my job. I do just sort of like just talk and hope that half of what I say makes a little bit of sense. So please never take my advice for shiny hunting. I'm not very good at it. And same with the alpha Pikachu, static alpha Pikachu that spawns in zone 6. That one, the people used to think, but like 2 months ago when the game came out, if you just fast travel to the cafe, it'll spawn. However, no, you have to go up the ladder because the cafe to the roof is like too small, too big a distance. Even though technically it's 50 meters, but elevation effects. Anyway, so that is why Esper was my longest hunt, was because at the time we did not understand the respawning dynamics. I just thought, obviously it was the Esper in zone 3. Who else? I don't think you can get both Esper to spawn if you're just doing the zone 3 the zone 3 walking thing on the stairs. I don't think both have to spawn. I just think one of them do, which means you're not re-rolling the shinies for both Esper, you're just re-rolling it for like the closest one. If I'm correct. I could also be wrong. I don't remember off the top of my head. Esper just took so long. As I definitely know the Pikachu doesn't spawn in. Because people kept trying and weren't getting it. But oh my god, Esper took so long. I phased so much on Esper. But I love my Esper. She's so cute. Anyway, back to Frostlass. I love the fact that Frostlass, if you translate the name in Japanese, I do not remember, I think it's like Yukimenono, I think, if I remember correctly. I do not know off the top of my head. But the Pokemon's like Japanese name, right? It's actually if you translate like the words quite directly, according to Google, please never trust me as a source, it means like snow woman, and I just think that's so pretty. Like, just as a character, Frostlass is so pretty. She's gorgeous. I love you, Frostlass. Yes, I love Frostlass very much. I haven't actually spoken much about the drawing. I like the Frostlass on the wiki is described as wearing a kimono, and I know it's a Pokemon, it's not technically wearing anything. I know that's its like skin or whatever, but I do like this sort of like kimono vibe, and the long sleeves and the sort of like the official sprite is always putting trying to put the sleeve in front of the face. And I just got reminded of Geisha when I was like looking for inspiration. I've always seen Frostlass as almost like a bit of a geisha. I think also Mako could also work potentially. It sort of depends. I think geisha fits a bit better because, again, do not take me as a source. Historically, apparently geisha are like older women and Mako are for like younger girls. Apparently, according to Google. I do not know. Please never take my word on anything. I don't know anything. And I do, because Frostlass is the final evolution, I do sort of see Frostlass as a grown woman and not a young girl, for example. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I still wanted to keep that mysterious vibe, because again, Frostlass is a ghost type, ghost ice. And I always love those Japanese like stories of like, oh, a woman is living in a snowy village and oh, haunted by ghosts or whatever, and oh, she's so mysterious. I do like those stories. So I did take a little bit of visual inspiration from that sort of story, with tying Frostlass very much to a ethnicity. Because with my other gijinkas, I hadn't necessarily, I tied them to being vaguely French because Legend ZA happens in what is supposed to be Pokemon Paris, and that's sort of the only reason, but I've never explicitly like tied them to a nationality. And I think with Frostlass it works because she is sort of like meant to look vaguely Japanese, you know, like with the kimono. Like it's very clearly taking influence from Japan, and which just makes sense. Pokemon is a Japanese company. You know, it makes sense. They do what they know. I also really liked the idea of Frostlass potentially being like this like dangerous, haunted character, but I didn't go too far into this because this is primarily a character design, and story does have a lot to do with character design. However, in a single illustration that I'm making in one of my like days off from what is essentially a full-time job, I was hired as a part-timer. I don't know why I'm getting full-time hours, but like just on my one day off between shiny hunting, it's sort of all I could do. I don't have the time or energy to be making like a whole story for Pidan. So yeah, I would also like to say the reason I chose Century Egg again was because it took forever. So Century Egg, yes, Pidan is typically Chinese, and I have given Pidan a Japanese appearance in this gijinka. That is purely sort of just, that wasn't intentional. That I do know the difference between China and Japan. I'm not just going, it's vague, they're the same. No, I do know there are differences. I know obviously Pidan is also not a name. I just like naming my Pokemon after food. So like I've got various dishes from, like I've got a Pokemon called Gazpacho. And here is where we learn that I am an idiot and my recording software did not properly record the rest of this. So here is the sort of time lapse of the colouring. I wanted to use lots of like snowy sort of inspiration. I gave the obi like that thing on the back to represent the bow that Frostlass has on the back. The purples, the blues, the pop of pink, I really like it. I like what I did. And I do realise now with the blue hair streak in the back, she does kind of look like Rarity from My Little Pony. That's on me. That's my mistake. But I think it works. I think the Pokemon I think the human looks a lot like the Pokemon. Anyway, the story of how I caught Pidan. I was shiny hunting in zone whatever, and I caught Snorunt, male, and I was like, okay, statistically, the next one should be female. No, another male one. I was like, okay, statistically, this one should be female. And I then got a shiny alpha male. So, and I also phased a bunch of times on all the Snowfers and the Abominable Snow, and I phased on the Delibird. I phased on a bunch of Pidgeys that are in the area. I phased a lot of this Pokemon. So again, this is why she is called Pidan, because she took a century to get. I miss her so much. She was so difficult to get. Also, I'm really sorry about how messy this video is. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to keep a sort of consistent posting schedule. I'm learning. Please, thank you very much for your patience. I'm learning how to do this whole YouTube thing. I'm doing my best, I promise. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates, or whatever holidays you also celebrate at this time of year. I believe Hanukkah, as of time of posting, it should be the 5th, maybe 6th night of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate as well. I like Frostlass a lot. Thank you for watching. I'm really sorry this video was a mess. Please like and subscribe, and if you like to see my art and the sort of like premiumness of it, please subscribe to my Kofi. Link is in my description. Thank you very much. Goodbye.